of time since like actually made a little clip, because I've noticed that there's like little phases. Sometimes you have all this motivation and all this ambition to create content and share knowledge, and then sometimes what happens is you go on a little downward spiral, which life does every now and again, and then you kind of want to create content but you don't have the same drive, you don't feel like you've got the same energy, and the vibration that you're in is just it doesn't feel like you have the fuel to actually give any value through any sort of content, so you just don't do it. And that's what I've noticed, like the last 2 weeks? No, like the last 2 weeks I've kind of just been grinding and focusing on, you know, working and staying disciplined, but at the same time I've not felt the urge, I've not felt the motivation to actually make any sort of content. And I guess that's just the ebbs and flows of life, that sometimes you feel motivated, sometimes you don't, but you've got to keep up the discipline with your health and wellness. Obviously creating content is second to health and wellness, so I always want to prioritize myself first, and if I don't feel like making content, then sometimes I just have a little break. And I'm pretty sure anyone who's watching this video, if you also create content, that it's actually okay to have a day off, you know, a day or a week off, just to pause and like actually self-reflect on the content that you're actually making. Is it actually in alignment with how you feel, do you know what I mean, and who you actually are? So I think it's very important to actually just do that self-reflection process and just pause, go and spend some time in nature, forget about everyone and everything, and just connect to a little bit more into yourself.
That's right, brother.
What's going on here?
Fucking hell, mate, honestly, it's struggle season. It is absolute struggle season, mate.
What's going on in there?
So, bro, let me explain something. First you got the milk, yeah, that's the basis of it. You've got a little egg in there, yeah, but don't tell anybody because I'm not supposed to be eating them. Got bare yogurt, got loads of oats, I got some peanut butter. And what else did I'm going to put in here? I'm going to put some honey in here, mate.
How many calories is in there?
I don't actually know, but all I know is that I'm a skinny little muppet and I need to eat more calories. That's
so it's got yogurt, peanut butter, milk, egg and honey.
Yeah, so now I'm eeting tuna, pasta, mayo, I've got this.
Sure, where's that can of tuna?
I'll show you what's happening now.
Check the size. Oh, this is when it comes to grind season. Show him. Look at the size of that. Put it next to your head, bro. Fuck. Go and swing it. Oh, fuck. Bro, look at the size of that, mate. So basically, long story cut short, as you know, I kind of messed up with my visa and passport situation. So basically what's happened now is I waited 6 weeks, exactly 6 weeks to today. My new passport has arrived, but the passport is in Bangkok. I'm in Samui now. I've just tried to book a flight to Bangkok, and look what it says. It says that my passport runs out in 4 days. Today's the 5 days, and it says your passport must have at least 6 months of validity on the date of travel. So this is the first fuckery. So I can't fly, and if I were to get a ferry, that's 40 euros, it's 12 hours. So I go there at 12:30 in the afternoon and I arrive at 1:45 at night. I have to go to Bangkok, get my passport, give them my old passport, then I have to go to immigration, pay a fine because I'm already overstaying my visa for over 2 weeks. So I'll have to pay 500 baht, 500 times 14, it's like 10,000 baht or whatever it is for the overstay.
So what's that, about 500 quid?
No, 500 quid is if I stay the full stay, which is 40 days, but I don't have to do that. But the other point is that if I go to Bangkok and then I obviously want to come back to Samui to do a visa run, they might not let me fly back from Bangkok to Samui because I've got no visa. So they might say you have to leave Bangkok right now
Yeah, then you just go somewhere
to
else.
another country. So I'll have to go to either Vietnam or Singapore.
Yeah.
Stay there for a night or two, and then come back to Samui.
Don't go Vietnam. It's cold there right now, bro. Get to Singapore.
Anyway, this is just. Oh, this is all my fault anyway, because I went Phuket a month ago instead of going to sort my passport out. So I went to go have fun, got sick for 2 weeks, which has been the longest period of time I've ever been sick, and then they had this fuckery at them. So.
Well, listen, everybody watching Carol right now, pray for the guy.
We're going to take you on the journey and then see how we solve this situation.
Yeah.
See where we end up, what happens anyway. Right, so we've just arrived at Samui Airport. We're flying in about an hour. We've got our boarding pass, even though our passport expires in 4 days. So hopefully we can get through with no problems, land in Bangkok safely, pick up our passport tomorrow, go and pay the fine, and fly out from Bangkok to Singapore, which is the closest place, because we can fly to Singapore for like 1 or 2 days, and then from Singapore we can fly straight back to Samui with a new visa, and the problem is solved. What an absolutely hectic experience. So as you can see, we've managed to get through security. Oh my god, I was sweating my pants off then. See, this machine alone is already replacing jobs at the airport. But anyway, we've landed in Bangkok. We're gonna go get a taxi to my mate's house, relax for the rest of the evening, and go get the passport tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Okay, good morning. So it's the next day. So I'm currently at my friend's apartment in Bangkok. As you can see, it's a nice view. I kind of just wanted to talk about, change of environment and still sticking to your routine. So regardless of where I am, I do my very best to make sure that all my rituals and my routine first thing in the morning is done before I actually start my day and start dealing with tasks and deadlines and meetings, etc. So that's the beautiful thing about keeping yourself grounded and understanding what it is that's actually meant for you. And it shouldn't really matter where you are, whether the location, environment or people around you change, because everyone has their own foundation, and if you know what grounds you, why should it matter where you are? I'm going to talk about ground you. For those of you who may not be particularly aware, it's basically doing things that serve you energetically and vibrationally and spiritually. So for me, the first thing that I do when I wake up is I go and have a shower. So I start my day clean and fresh, and then I pray at the side of my bed. Once I've prayed, I do some mantra chanting, then I do some reading, then I do visualization, then a meditation, then I do my journaling. So I'll just write 2 to 3 pages every day what's on my mind. Then I will go into my diary, note down any tasks, any meetings, any things that I need to take care of during that day, and I'll write down 3 things that I'm grateful for today as well. That's all of the kind of spiritual, mental and emotional side. And then once that's done, I head to the beach. Obviously I'm in Bangkok now, so I'll go to the rooftop, probably do some yoga or some gym, and then I'll head out. And obviously today I have to sort out the passport, so I'll go and do that. Once all of that is done, so remember that you and God is the priority first to take care of every single day, regardless of what you're doing, where you are, who you're with, whether you like it, whether you don't like it.
That's the foundation. That's how you become grounded. Obviously, these are the things for me. You know, you may have different things to take care of, so always remember that you are the priority. Right, so I've just come to this embassy to collect my passport, and apparently it says that I can only collect it on a Thursday between 2 and 3 p.m. That's it. And it's Friday now, which means that I'll have to God's sake, I have to stay here. I have to stay in Bangkok until Thursday next week. Why would they only allow you to collect a passport on one day and a 1 hour slot? Ah, what a headache, man. As if my passport's ready, why can't I just come fucking get it? That's some bullshit, this. This is what happens when you choose fun over priorities. See, if I didn't go to Phuket 1 month ago, I would have applied for the passport, I would have got the passport, I would have been back in Samui with a new visa with no problems. So now we have to wait till next week, so I have to stay in Bangkok for another 6-7 days, collect the passport, pay more for an extra week. So we've already got 17 days of overstay in our visa, and now we'll have 24, 25. So they'll have to pay a bit more, and obviously have to pay to leave the country to come back again. When you think you've already dealing with enough shit in your life already, the universe just throws more shit at your face to test your patience. So I just finished the daily analysis, and there was a lot of interesting stuff that happened yesterday. So I just wanted to briefly show you that on GBP USD. So let me just get the camera turned around. So we zoom in. So as you can see, during Asia there wasn't really anything really significant. There was not really any liquidity that was of any interest. And then there's a lot of stuff that actually happened during Frankfurt. Like, look, we came out of Asia, price took Asia high, then we pulled down, left some equal lows, price pushed higher, so it created a breaker structure, then it broke lower, so then it left a fake breaker structure, stopping out the breakout traders, and then it rushed up again with speed, leaving an SMT, inducing more breakout traders. So I put that on there as well. So and then price came back down to the smart money trap. Look, started to react during London. Very messy price action. This is not something you want to be trading. Price pushed up, then it broke structure lower, come back to mitigate, and then it made a move low. So it left another massive smart money trap. And as soon as it did that, it started to trap buyers now all day from, what time was that? From 9:40 all the way to 3. And then look, we trapped more buyers. New York Prime opened, we rushed up, got a real inducement, swept all the sellers from the market, reacted, then it reacted again from the trend line, pushed up into POI, and eventually making its move. So this would be something along those lines, what we'd be looking for to target. Obviously the stop losses there, which would be about 1 to 6, 1 to 7. If we are doing something like this, where we're basically trapping sellers, because it's a breaker structure lower, so it's leaving a demand zone, and then it's trapping buyers, right? If we induced low, we could have potentially come back up to the smart money trap to buy into, as where we've trapped buyers and then we induced high, stopping out the sellers to obviously target the remaining buyers, right? So everything in this market is pure intention. There's nothing, just like in life, that is an accident. There is pure intention that is intentionally created to trap people and give 90% of retail traders a reason to enter the market. And this is the cat and mouse. This is literally what happens in the stock market, in the crypto market, in the forex market, basically every single market. There's just pure manipulation. And if you're not aware of that, you will be manipulated every day, basically. So learning liquidity, understanding what liquidity is, how it's manufactured, and where people's stop losses and entries are, then you can actually pinpoint potential opportunities where you can buy or sell into or away from the liquidity. So I just thought I'd share that with you because it's very valuable information. When I was first learning all of the trading stuff, how to trend train lines, how to do reversals, support and resistance, it was very easy to take in, but then when you actually applied it, half of the sense was there, because it's like, well, why does this happen? Why does that happen? Why do I get in, gives me a little bit of profit, and then stops me out? And that's literally liquidity, because if you don't know where liquidity is, you are the liquidity.